Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is Anna with Soul Embrace Tarot, and I have been wanting to do this reading for at least a week. I skipped all of the previous people that I had on my list because I need to do this reading. I feel very prompted. So I haven't watched the show, Bridgerton. I have been watching, however, all the TikToks I can get my hands on with Luke and Nicola on them. And, I'm a Gen X person here, okay? I'm too old for this shit. But it makes me giggle. I get all, like, schoolgirly, kind of cutesy. I get, like, I'm blushing and all of that. I haven't even watched the show, and I won't watch the show till the series is over. And then I can binge watch it in a day, because that's what I do. I have no patience anymore. I grew up having to spend entire summers waiting for the cliffhanger results on shows, and I'm not doing that anymore. I won't. I refuse. So I'll just get my fill of of their relationship through TikTok and YouTube. And what am I gonna do here? I know that they're friends, and I want to see what their relationship is about here. And I'm sure others might be curious too, so why not? Sorry, I feel like I need to really, really shuffle this deck. I've shuffled it already a gazillion times. I was shuffling this deck here. I shuffle all my decks before I start. I go through my little process that I have to settle my energy and all of that. And from that deck, I got the Death card and the Love card. And for me, the Death card is a transformation. So I'm just saying, a transformation in love. Let's see. Obviously, I don't know these people. I think they're adorable. They're great actors. And, this is all in fun. Don't take things too seriously. However, I do connect with energy. And that's no joke. And so I'm gonna just see what comes through here. Nothing's 100% accurate. Nothing. It's all just, we're having fun here. Okay. I feel like I have to explain that because some people take these things to the letter, to the word, to the exact, oh, this is what's happening. And it can, or it can also cannot, because there is such a thing as free will. And something could be completely destined to happen for someone, destined. And if that someone decides, I'm not doing this, it won't happen. Whether it's good for them or bad for them. These are the decisions that we make in our lives. All right, so I don't know how I'm gonna start. Let's first, to get the overall energy maybe of this reading, Spirit is getting the relationship, or the dynamics. Let's call it, they have a relationship, which is a friendship. They are co-workers because they work on a series together. They collaborate, they're collaborators, and they're artists. So we're trying to get the dynamics of Luke Newton and Nicola Coughlan, and I hope I pronounced their names right. And why did you flip? Just curious. Ooh, the moon. Huh, okay. Intuition, there's some anxiety. I feel, even before starting here, I feel that he has some social anxiety. I don't know why I feel that. I've watched just a couple of their interviews. I know I said I've been obsessed with but I've been watching like the Bridgerton little clips, right? And the carriage scene and and people's reactions to the carriage. Those are almost more fun than the actual video, the actual thing. So I like observing people. That's my thing. I like watching people. And so, what was I saying? I've seen a couple of clips, and he I get the sense that he has some kind of a social anxiety. She represents, in those scenarios that I've watched, it could be subtle or not that subtle. I notice everything, so that's my problem. He reaches out for her. It's almost like she's a security blanket because they're very comfortable with each other. So, you know, I saw anxiety there, and you know, these cards have words. So let's just see what's the overall energy. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I get a vibe. So, and I think everyone gets a vibe. It's about, well, you know, it's a decisive moment. It's, again, that free will thing coming in. It could be there's a decisive moment coming in. A life cycle change. We had the Death card came out in the pre-shuffle. I didn't show it to you with love there. There is a possibility that something could happen. I'm just saying, don't show them this so that we don't curse it for them. Self-love, time for self-reflection. So let's see. There's a lot of things that happen in people's lives we don't know, but there's possibility for it's time. Like, you know, we're all wanting this to happen in real life, I think. Most people are hoping that they can make a connection in real life. So the Wheel of Fortune is saying there's a decision that's going to be made at some point. There's a life cycle turn coming in. Maybe something destined, or etc. Why did you just totally I'm just trying to get an idea here, and then I might do something else, okay? Yeah, so, well, you know, they flirt a lot with each other. Whether it's intentional or not, I feel that there's ooh. One of them has a third party that could cause a disharmony. Was he in a relationship? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if he's the one that was in a relationship, a long-term relationship. I thought I read something about that. That's too many. Stop. Okay. That's the... Okay. Hold on. Please just hold on, okay? It's wanting to separate them here for me now. So I might have to do them as individuals. Let's see. And then do a separate thing in the middle for what their dynamic is. It's wanting me to put them as individuals. Excuse my chair. As individuals here. So... Well... Her energy is pretty interesting here. I'm getting her energy here. Hardworking. Both very passionate and creative people. Very flirtatious on her end. Very flirtatious energy. She has that extrovert energy. He has a more quiet energy. She can be possessive and jealous. It's interesting. And might find it difficult to have a balanced work and home life. I might take this off because it's already bothering me. I don't need interruptions, thanks. Very energetic she is. I feel like she's just pure energy ball. And he's more grounded energy. He's having an issue here with a third party. I'm gonna take a look at that. And he needs to stand up for himself a little bit more. I feel like his self-esteem is not as strong as hers is. He seems a little self-conscious, almost like Oh, so interesting. Holy moly, I'm getting so many things in my head right now. As if he, as a young person, as a boy, was not a popular kid, had a lot of insecurity, maybe was even bullied, that kind of thing. And maybe was chubby himself. I have no idea. But that kind of thing, you know, the chubby kid that always gets, at least when I was growing up, being chubby wasn't accepted. You know, we were made fun of. I'm chubby. Hello, look at my arms. I'm beyond chubby. Let's be honest. And so, yeah, growing up, the chubby kid never got respect. And that might still be true to this day. I've noticed, you know, fat jokes are still acceptable. You can't say jokes about other groups of people, but hey, let's make fun of the fat person, the fat woman, the fat man. It's still a thing. And even though I feel like the younger generations coming up are a little bit more accepting and trying to be more inclusive, there's still a lot of work to be done, you know. So I feel like I'm getting the vibe that he was that kind of person. I'm not saying he was a chubby kid, but he wasn't a popular kid growing up. And I feel he still carries that insecurity with him right now. He's an attractive man. He's working on his physical self. He's working on his passions, his creativity. He's focused on all of that. He is a charismatic person as well, but he doesn't know his self-worth. Yeah, gosh, this is becoming now a reading on just him. So I might have to do that. I might have to make this 3 readings. That was not my intention. Let's see if I can pull this off. Tell me more about... And I feel like he's not learning from his past mistakes. He's stuck on a long-term relationship that he had. Not stuck in terms of being interested, but stuck about not emotionally speaking. So that might be a deterrent from pursuing a relationship with someone else at this point, even though we have the Wheel of Fortune here saying that there's a new life cycle coming in regarding these two. In both of their lives, they both have the Wheel of Fortune turning, okay? Whether that wheel coincides as it turns together for them at the same time with what it is that we're talking about here, like a relationship for them, it might not happen at this time. But for both of them, they're getting a lot of opportunities coming to them. This phase in their life is going to explode opportunities for them. And I feel that she's kind of ready to take that on, but she could easily just become a workaholic because it's such a great time. She's going to get so many opportunities. So will he, but I feel like he's more held back. I feel like his energy is held back. He has insecurities. Anything else, Spirit? I guess we're going to focus on Luke at this moment. And then we'll, I guess, try to circle back. Look, juggling. A lot of people watching. He's stagnant. I decide if I do reversal readings or not for my deck. This is my deck. It can be read in reverse, but I tend not to do it. But I noticed this card in reverse, he's really fatigued, and because of everything that's happening, there's a lot of attention coming his way. There's also a lot of stuff that they have to do to promote this program. As fun as it seems it is in the moment, with her interacting with her, having to do all these public appearances, is taking a toll on him. And he's feeling like he's under surveillance, which he is. We're all watching. And that he's a very introverted energy. She's very extroverted. I'm not saying it doesn't affect her, but she can handle it more. Has a stronger energy constitution than he does. He's juggling all of the things that are happening to him. He's getting overwhelmed. And that's tough, because he might feel like he doesn't even deserve all of this adulation. He's unsure of himself. And that's a shame, right? We carry our past with us. It's up to him to find a way to heal that for himself. Only he can know how to do that. A past relationship disharmony with a relationship that was a long-term relationship for him would be something that he's carrying with him and might deter him in pursuing another relationship at this point. Okay? That's something he's carrying with him. And he's not really, because he's so busy. He's having to juggle everything in his life. He's excited about all the things that he's able to do now and that he's able to pursue at this time. But at the same time, he's feeling stuck because it's overpowering him at this point. It's taking over. And so balancing, trying to juggle everything in my life. How can I juggle everything, right? How can I juggle things when I'm being watched 24/7? Surveillance. Everybody's watching me, and he might be wanting to retreat. So maybe once this project is over, he might take time off, which may or may not be, I'm just throwing that out there. It may or may not be a good idea, because you have to keep the momentum going, certainly in a creative field like this. He undervalues himself. He doesn't feel he's worth what the adulation I keep hearing that he's receiving. He has some self-esteem issues. For sure. I feel that. I feel it. And he doesn't speak up for himself, and he needs to understand that he is enough, that he is not because we all have a crush on him. I'm saying that because he is of value, a person that has value, and he might be bringing with him from his previous life experiences things like he hears a repetition of things that were said to him in his head. He keeps hearing the bad, those negative voices that we all have. I feel though that they're attached. It's not just a negative voice that we have within ourselves from ourself being self-critical. I feel like he received a lot of negative things from other people, as a young man, a boy growing up. I feel that. So, well, whatever. Okay, I could be wrong. Tell me more about him, and then we'll move on to her, and then we'll look at them together, I guess. Come on. We're looking at him, Spirit, since you wanted to divide them this way. Unlikely at this time. Sorry guys, listen, this is funny because I've taken out all of these cards from this deck that refer to a timeline. I don't like giving a timeline when I do readings because it's so up to so many different factors if something happens, right? At this time, the situation or outcome is unlikely to occur. So I'm going to take it for what it is. I'm going to say that at this time probably won't happen. What I'm saying is a relationship between them. If something did happen, it wouldn't be a lasting thing because their careers are about to explode in a way that even she, who seems more prepared than he for that outcome, I feel like it will be overwhelming even for her. So it'll be distracting, and it would probably be best if they didn't start a relationship together now, because it might affect the success of that. I hate saying that because of course I want them together too. But let's be realistic here. It's not all, what is it, Colin and Penelope. They're Luke and Nicola, and they have lives that are pretty complicated, I'm quite sure. Okay, tell me more about him, please. Anything else that we can add? You see, I feel like he's still coming to terms. I'm pretty sure he was in a long-term relationship. Hold on, we got stuff here that's trying to hide, but I will find you. Yeah. He's I feel like he might want to make amends, not necessarily to, I don't know how his long-term relationship ended, no idea. But he's still in his feelings about that. I feel that might be something that if it didn't end properly and only the two people involved would know, he might want to make amends, at least to leave as a peace offering. He might still be, there's still something there for him, I feel, that hasn't resolved. And nobody wants to start a relationship with someone who's going through that. He is very busy now. So many meetings, so many opportunities coming in. I feel like he's getting overwhelmed. He might get burnt out. He might take a break after all this. I don't know. Spirit, more? Give me more. We're looking at Luke. Fudgesicles. Nope. Okay, hold on. I thought I felt something flip. It's just there's too many cards in this deck. Spirit, anything else about Luke before I move on to Nicola? Spirit, that's too many. Come on, can I get one or two? Thanks. You see, he's focused on networking, community, his network, keeping that flow of opportunities. I feel that both of them will be focusing on their careers. I am so sorry, guys. I know we wanted to hear something else. Don't worry. I'm going to look at their interaction, okay? But it's just not the right, even in common sense would tell you it is not the right time for these people to start a loving relationship, because what they have right now is a special relationship. It's a friendship that allows them to be their own supporters and like there's a word, it's not coming to me. Yeah, I feel like he's just making connections. He's gonna keep going. That's too many. And you see, there it is. Shite. I'm telling you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for confirming that for me. He's still stuck on his broken heart. He's still stuck on that relationship that he was in. I was saying that all along. So he's keeping busy. He's going to keep busy. I feel like this Bridgerton thing and the opportunities that are flooding in might get overwhelming for him. He's still mourning that loss of that relationship. So yeah. Sorry. Yep, that's what it is. So he needs to work on his self-esteem a little bit more. His self-worth, okay? He needs to stand up for what he deserves. He's going to be getting a lot of opportunities that come his way. And he needs to have the right manager, the right person that speaks up for him and that really gets him the best. He's not getting paid enough. He's not getting paid enough of what he's worth. So hopefully that changes for him. Let's look at her. I know. All right, it's okay. We deal with reality here, okay? She is a energy bubble. She's like full of energy. She's a very loyal person. This friendship, unless he messes it up, this friendship will last probably as long as it can last. They have a good connection. They've started they're very connected. She's a very loyal person. She's a good friend, and she's very she may be a little it's possible that all of this attention can go to her head. It can go to anybody's head. It really could. Like, how difficult must it be to get so much adulation, again that word, by so many people. I see her as not having trouble with self-esteem or self-worth. She's, working on herself. She might have difficulties with home-work balance, okay? She's a very ambitious person, very energetic, very confident. She's adventurous. She's a flirt. She's all this really extroverted energy, hardworking, very hardworking. Yeah, tell me more about Nicola. She's a powerhouse, for sure. Which, I don't know her relationship history, but that can be a deterrent to have a successful relationship. Because in a successful relationship, there has to be willingness to bring yourself down a notch, to have a give and take, not just one to be the powerhouse. And you have to allow both people in the relationship to, it's a give and take, it's a flow, it has to be harmonious. Spirit, tell me more about Nicola. There's the transformation, but you know, it's upside down. I saw transformation before I turned on my camera, and she's being stubborn about something, and I don't know what it is. And also, she's suppressing, or she might be stuck about something that will cause a transformation for her. We're gonna have to look at that. She might be blocking some kind of an awakening of some kind. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. All right, let's see here. Spirit, tell me more about Nicola. Ooh. I mean, she's just a fireball, like, ooh, she's suppressing something. She's suppressing something. She might, I mean, oh, look at this. I didn't even notice the fairy tale fell on top of his cards here. I mean, I don't want to say it. I feel like she has feelings for him, and she's trying to suppress it because she knows ooh, look at this, the rings. The fairy tale. You see that, right? Oh, she's suppressing her feelings because she knows it's not the right time. Well, holy moly. She knows that he's still got this going on. Women ain't stupid. Okay? True feelings. Strong connection. Bond. Union. Partner. Counterpart. The fairy tale. Believe the impossible. Enthusiastic. But this transformation card was flipped. And I normally say that I'm not reading reversals on my deck in particular, but this is stagnation, suppression. And then the silence card. I mean, to me it's pretty clear. Oops. She's trying to suppress that, but I think it's very hard to do that. She's suppressing it though. She's focusing on herself. She's focusing on her work. She's focusing on all of that. But she's feeling it. I can't say it any other way. I think she wants a relationship with him. But you would never know it. She won't admit it. She's suppressing that because she knows he's going through some stuff. Oh boy. Oh boy. She's a fireball. She's very exciting. Oh man. You see, she's a very loyal person. Holy shamoles. There's the loyalty again. And, you know, secretly, she may feel sadness that this cannot be pursued at this time. I mean, they may get friendship with benefits going on. This card came out also in my pre-shuffle. The pleasure seekers. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. I mean, I feel that that's what's going on with her. Working hard, focusing on work because I can't pursue this. I can't. I have to keep that a secret. That's totally like Penelope, I think, right? Although with Penelope, probably everybody knows, right, that she had feelings for Colin. I don't know, but it's that unrequited thing. But it's not quite as simple as that. It's because it's just not the right time. But she's definitely, she feels maybe like he's a counterpart for her. I'm making space so I can look at their dynamic here in the middle. I feel like she's got feelings for him. I don't know if he does for her. I mean, we can ask. He may, but he's got so much stuff going on. He has very low self-esteem. He has low self-esteem. That's not good. Not say low. I feel like he's overwhelmed by everything that's happening to him. On top of, he might not even think or might not even be allowing himself to think about her because he's still worried about this breakup that he had, this other relationship. It still stings. It stings. Oh, goodness gracious. It stings. Oh, I can't take it. All right. Spirit. I mean, what does he feel for her? What does he feel about... Let's just ask it. Flog it. What does Luke feel for Nicola? This might not be the right deck, but let's see. Since I picked it up. Did something flip? I could have sworn I felt it flip. I know you heard it too. Huh. Okay. What does Nicola feel? What does Luke feel for Nicola, Spirit? I'll get another deck if I have to. What does he feel for her? If we can tap into that. He's very protective of her. Sorry. Holy shit! Sorry, I am 53 freaking years old. I am blushing. I am such an idiot. Oh my god. What does he feel for her? Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for indulging my fantasies. Daddy, anyone? No, come on. It is protective. He's protective of her. She feels she is a foundation. Family. She's part of his tribe. Hello? Do you all see that? Come on now. They just, either they're in denial about it. Oh my god. Either they're in denial about it. It's just not time. I don't want to do anything else. I just want to stare at these cards. I feel silly. Holy shit. Okay. There's a foundation being established here. Let's just put it that way. The foundation is being established here for them to come together and create a family. I mean, hello. And she's keeping it quiet because she knows he's still healing something. But she wants the same thing too. And she's a very loyal person. She's feeling sadness because this cannot be pursued. Goodness gracious. Okay. This is how he feels about her. What does she feel about him? My deck. My lovely deck. If any of you want my deck. You don't have to be a reader to use the deck. It's really fun. Okay. I'm just saying. Spirit, what does she feel about him? What does Nicola feel for Luke? Come on. Oh my goodness. Come on, Spirit. Tell me. Ooh. Oh, she's sad about it. Nicola, come on. You're a bubbly person. You can't be sad. She's got all this sadness. Look, sorrow twice. Holy moly, that's really not nice. That's not good. Whew. Yeah, this is the Hierophant. This is another form of marriage. Another representation of marriage. The Hierophant in my deck is the Wisdom card, the institution. She wants that, but there's some stuff. She's working through some stuff. I'm telling you, she's in the process of a transformation, but she might not be, like, this is another kind of transformation. This is a deeper stuff, like a life transformation, you know. We all go through those, hopefully, if we really look at our stuff, if we are paying attention to our world. I feel like she's looking deeper. She's examining her life. She's in an age where she might be feeling a clock. You know, she's not a young spring chicken. Like, you know, she's not in her 20s. As cute and as a button as she is, she's not in her 20s. Women in their 30s go through a different experience. Even though the modern 30-year-old isn't the same as 30s when I was. I mean, 30s is a key point in a woman's life. The clock really does tick. And whether you decide to have children or not as a decision, as a free will choice, is different than the fact that nature wants you to have it, wants to go through its process. And so, whatever. I'm saying that she's going through stuff internally in her own personal process. She may be feeling sadness because of an inability maybe to make this connection at this time. She may be feeling that. Or maybe she's going through her own, I don't know what her relationship status was. Maybe she was in a relationship as well and also going through that. But I feel it's connected with him, and I feel thinks, I mean, this to me is very telling. This is very telling here. She's my foundation. She's establishing a foundation for him for a possible family, marriage, commitment in the future, to make, maybe they have a kid together. I mean, or not now. I mean, I'm saying maybe they will establish a family together. I don't know. Just throwing things out there. Or maybe she can call him daddy. Who knows? That's the first thing that came to me because I'm a perv. Oh, when I saw this card, I immediately thought, daddy. Look at that. 6 of Cups. It's a comforting connection. New beginnings. I mean, I just can't. I could do this reading forever. I haven't felt this way in such a long time. Because I've had shit going on, you know, in my life. And this is the first time in a long time that I feel giggly. And so just for that, I thank them. I hope that they can find happiness in their lives. And, you know, this whole experience is just, and it's, I think, awakened a lot of people, you know. I certainly, and I know many, have experienced unrequited love. And never had the opportunity to explore that, right? Because if it's unrequited, it's unrequited. So this storyline is very, gives hope to people, or it brings, you know, just a little, whatever, glimmer. A glimmer. It's cute, whatever. Well, I don't know why I'm shuffling this. I guess I just want to know a little bit more about their dynamic. And I really have to move on. I don't even know if I'll be able to upload this in a full thing, because what did I just do? I'm flustered. You see, someone's rushing in, someone wants to rush in, someone's holding back. The Fool in reverse, it's holding back from wanting to rush in. Right? Spirit, this is about the dynamic between the two, their relationship, what's going on with them, the world, end of a chapter. I'm telling you, there's a cycle here. Wheel of Fortune, end of a chapter, personality clashes. I don't know what that's about. Here, let's look at something else. One more. Just give me one. Burnout. I'm telling you, they're working hard, and there's stagnation in their relationship, moving forward into what it is that we want. Tell me more about this connection, Spirit. Tell me more. Lost opportunities. There's curiosity. Some they're finding out information about each other. There's the end of a chapter. Whew. Inspiring. I feel like she inspires him. There's karma again. Karma with the Wheel of Fortune is also karmic. It's destiny, something that's destined. You know, they could be even soulmates. It doesn't mean that, you know, I believe we have many soulmates in our lifetime. I feel they came together for a purpose, to heal something within each other on a personal level, but also they came together to cause an explosion in their careers, in their profession, in their calling. By working together, they've created this dynamic that has and will explode their careers, and hopefully they maintain a level head. There's an end of a chapter, so but also the beginning of one. Life cycles moving here real quick, stuff happening. She inspires him, but there's a lot of people calling for her. You know, she's getting a lot of attention, even more than him. She's like a beacon of light, you know, with all her bubbly stuff, but internally, she's going through something deeper, and she has some inner sadness. You know, that's not something that it'll ever show probably in public, if it relates to this relationship as well. I hope I'm not confusing people. There's a lot of information coming at me. Anything else, Spirit? Wait, no, hold on. There's a wheel trying to come out again. I'm telling you. Whether it's destined or not, it's trying to come through again. Look at the Wheel of Karma. It's the one that showed. I mean, I see the microphone. They're trending. I mean, I can look at this whole batch, but I don't. This is too much. They're protecting each other or themselves. Satisfaction, perfection, love, romance. Developing the tools that it takes to survive whatever is happening for them. They want to be alone, and they won't be able to. They won't be able to. So it's an illusion. The stuff that we're seeing is an illusion. There's stuff internally in the background that might be happening. It's complicated, and we have to have patience. They have to have patience. I feel that there's a great possibility of them having a relationship, but not at this time. Not at this time, because it's pretty complicated. And because of all of the other things that are happening in their lives, I would even suggest try not to do it. But I saw some freaky shit somewhere here. Friends with benefits type situation. I mean, they can do that. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if they do that. I feel like they're... Ay, pero niña. I got a little too excited there, sorry. I feel like their connection will be, if one of them doesn't mess it up, their connection is a strong one. They're part of each other's soul tribe, I feel. She's a comfort for him. She provides inspiration for him. I feel like there's a strong connection. Anything else, Spirit? I think we should end it, because I'll just keep going. Anything else? Well, there's a decision to make. And remember what I said, bringing it all back. Thank you, Spirit. Tying it all back like with a nice little bow. Free will. There's decisions to be made. But it all depends on the free will. There's opportunities, but it's a moment, the moment of truth. Do they decide to move forward, or do they decide to keep it as is? Although I really believe she would be all in if he says, let's go. She'll be like, let's go too. I feel that anyway. All right. What can they do, Spirit? Let's see. What can, let's do him. Let's do him. What can Luke? Okay. Surrender obsessive thinking. Oh, who's he obsessing over? Who's he obsessing over? If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. He has confusion. He's still feeling conflicted about his breakup or separation from that other person. I feel like he wants to close that chapter of his life, but he might not know how to do it. So he's doing a lot. He's doing some research. He's doing maybe inner work as well. Who knows, you know? What does Nicola need to do at this time? I'm so sorry for shaking this thing. I don't know what else to do. Spirit, can I just have one for Nicola? One, please. I think I saw something flip. Let's see. You can't flip 3 of them. We can't do that. That's not fair. No. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Take action will attract success. Surrender negative thinking. There is a little bit of negative thinking, which is surprising, right? Since she's so bubbly and so positive, but everyone has their other side. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly focus on positive affirmations. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that this was enjoyable, at least for a little bit. If you have any suggestions, please feel free. I know some of you have made suggestions already. I promise I have them written down. I just felt I really needed to get this one out of my system. Thank you so much for watching. My soul embraces yours. Until next time, namaste. Bye-bye.